Hello, bonjour, buenos dias, namaste, hajime mashite, ni hao, assalamu alaikum, everybody out there in the internet. Welcome to Channel Tekken for April 2020. So, Channel Tekken, if you don't know, is basically three things I talk about. Um, so, videos I'm working on, changes to the channel, and IRL stuff. And under videos I'm working on, there's subcategories, playthroughs and streams, vlogs, do-it-yourself, DIY stuff, how-tos and other stuff I might be making for the channel. And the other two categories don't have subcategories because there are other things that happened or didn't, and some anecdotes or sides sprinkled in. So that's what we're going to actually start with this time. A nice April's finally here, made to April. Yes, Final Fantasy VII remake, Resident Evil 3 remake. Yes, I mean no Cyberpunk. Still bums me out. Still hurts a bit just to like think about it and be like, oh no Cyberpunk 2077. Oh, gotta wait. I mean, it's like it is delayed until September. Will it actually come out in September? Who knows? I'm hopeful at this point, but it's like after the disruption and like seeing Last of Us 2 get delayed, it's like ugh, so it's just I'm it's like I just want to play the game, man. I mean, okay, here's the thing. Okay, it's like if it doesn't come out this year, then it's like okay, there's two things really. It's like Cyberpunk 2077 and PS5. It's like these are the two things that are giving me hope in 2020 of like please don't suck 2020, like redeeming factors of like can the year be salvaged? You know, there's so there's so much there's so much like terrible things that have already happened this year, and it's just like can I like one thing that doesn't suck happen and be great in 2020? That would be great. That'd be nice. I would like that. But that's not up to me, because I'm just stuck inside trying not to get COVID-19. So it's like there's very little I can do to be like, oh, what can make my situation in like year better and not suck? Not really a lot, because what are the what are the alternatives to not going outside? It's like kind of limits your options there as far as what you can do. So I mean, not really, because I mean I'll get to this at the very end when I come back to like the whole IRL thing. But it's like really this hasn't really changed my day to day routine that much. I mean, kind of, because I haven't really gone outside in like more than the span of a like I only go outside like once a week right now, just to like check them out like every Sunday. So basically, before then, I'd probably go like grocery shopping once a week. So I'd probably only go outside once a week, which is kind of pretty, not a lot of human interaction to begin with. So it's like, honestly, this didn't really change that much. It's like I was already kind of, not really going outside and stuff, but it's a whole thing as far as like, it's whatever. It's like I honestly feel like before I was like turning into like agoraphobe, and now it's just like I feel like it has like advanced into like yeah, or it has like accelerated that into like what? I think this is just like who I am, and like I'm just like I don't like going outside, and like I don't like being around people, and like this just proves I can totally do it and like be fine. It's like I'm having like no issues, and like all the I mean this is like a very aside and anecdote to like start with. I completely am like going off of like what I thought I'd talk about, but whatever. It's like a whole thing. Like when I talk, it just like stream of consciousness. But like yeah, the whole going outside around people, never liked it to begin with. And it's like I can totally do without. And all these posts on social media, I'm totally like just like not relating. It's like I mean I guess the ones I do relate to are like all the introvert posts of like what, this is my normal, or this is like this is fine with for me and like how I am. So it's like sorry everybody else, but not really, because this is my day to day. So sucks for you, but not me, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, um, that's a weird start to the vlog, but whatever. I was just talking, yeah, I was like, what was I even talking about? I just wanted to talk about like April and finally getting here, and like no Cyberpunk, but we got Resident Evil 3, which was great because I played it. I mean, I played it on easy, so it's whatever. But it's like, you know, um, and then effing whatchamacallit, whatchamacallit, yes, Cyber Resident Evil 3 remake, no Cyberpunk, Final Fantasy VII remake, which I did play through Final Fantasy VII finally, streamed it. it's the final part is going up tomorrow because I'm putting this up today, and I don't want to I don't want them to like compete with each other or like bury each other or whatever. Even though like one of these is going to be very short, which is this, and the other one's like a 10-hour video, so it's like probably not a lot of views, whatever. Um, but yeah, still enjoy that game, still like it a lot, and it's hard to talk about. I mean, I should be able to talk about it easily without like spoiling it, but it's just the story stuff I want to talk about. So it's like I'm not going to talk about that because it's just whatever. It's hard to talk about without spoiling it. So it's like I'm just going to say I'm looking forward to how they adapt it in the remake. So the sharing moments though, and then I'm just like specific examples I think of, but I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to like ruin it for anybody that hasn't played it. So I'm not going to talk about it. So that. But yeah, still a solid game, and I still like to go back and play it. I mean, that being said, like graphically on the like the old version, like the OG PS1 version that's been ported and not really not really been upgraded upon graphically. Um, the backgrounds, man, like at the time when they came out, they were really good, but now it's like they just haven't aged well. Not all of them, some of them still look good, but then it's like I think it's just the way that they haven't like converted them to where it's like I guess I don't know if it was 640 by 480, but if it was 640 by 480, I feel like there's some way they could like go about making the image more crisp or more, I don't know, just like the quality of it not degrading when you blow it up and you upres it to 1080. But I don't know, it's not bad. It's like some parts are more noticeable than others when it's like just very just hard to, I don't know. It's just sometimes like the graphical disconnect when like the character models that are like 3D look good, but then the backgrounds are kind of like ugh because they're just so they lack detail compared to the 3D models, which have been improved for sure because a lot of those look really good now. Um, at least compared to like what they were in PS1. But then like all the backgrounds are kind of samey looking, but then they look like they don't look like they're a fresh coat of paint. They look like they're just the same thing, but just stretched out or enlarged to like fit the current resolution, which is not really an improvement. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, topic number one that we have not started on for the vlog. Videos I'm working on for the channel. So I guess that is kind of part one actually, because I did finish Fantasy VII. Like I said, I did want to play through Nemesis, the original version, but I just didn't get around to it. So I might try to do that at some point this week, or not, because I like in the olden times, like the most recent time I replayed that game, I got to. It's actually funny because I got to like the clock tower, and then you switch to Carlos, which is like that location is completely omitted from the current version. So like that's a whole thing. Um, I just like lost the. I don't know. It's like yeah, dude. I was like playing it, and then I just didn't really feel like playing anymore, and just I didn't go back to it. So that's what happened with that. But then I did end up watching a playthrough before remake came out to like see all the other environments that I never had gotten to see in the game that are like later on, just so I could like have a compare and contrast. But that being said, the way that the original Resident Evil 3 worked was you had branching paths. So it's somewhat branching path because you basically have like some parts where you can like make a choice of like what to do, and then depending on like what you do, you have a different location that you go to. Like the part when Jill's in like the garage, and like there's the crates are falling, and she has to like jump or fall. And I think that when you get like a different environment or something, but whatever. There's like a couple of instances of that, but for the most part, I just wanted to see like what the main like story beats were, and then like what the environments were too, just to see like how they adapted them, because it was a really good job of what they did with Resident Evil 2, of just that they did like just so good on that. So I wanted to see how they would go about doing 3 and like how they changed it, and it was pretty. I mean, it's interesting because like I feel like on the one hand there's not a lot of omissions, but there's like some major stuff that they did like take out that's not in there, and then the story seems that story is better for sure because it kind of like took the RE2 route where it feels very grounded, so it's in that just the same style, but it's actually cool what they did in my opinion or not what they did, I guess, but like as a byproduct of like how the game is like presented and told, and how like the gameplay works, and all the mechanics and everything. It kind of does like make Jill feel like she is like above Claire and Chris. I'm sorry, Claire and Leon. So it's like I thought that was really cool. It's like, you can like legit tell like she's like a STARS operative or officer, and then it's like, Leon's like RAPD, and then like Claire is just survival training person. But I thought that's pretty cool, like the way it feels, because of like you're playing a STARS person, and it's like kind of makes sense of like why she is able to be chased by a a BOW for like the entire game. Because man, that was pretty cool. Like I think that's like one of like the best adjustments that they made was, I mean, in RE3 it seems like you do get chased by him pretty early, but it's not like from the jump, dude. Because like in this one you get like a bit of like just like a very small prologue, and it's not really a prologue. It's like an opening sequence, but essentially like from the start you are being chased by Nemesis, and I was like, that was just intense, and just like the fact that it's like just like the entire game essentially of just, I mean, it's not as, but that's the other thing, is like it's kind of weird, is like it felt like the Nemesis pursuit in 3 was he was like around every corner, or like could be, and then like in this one it's very sectioned as far as like where he shows up, so it's like it's an interesting take on like how they adapted it, but I think for the most part it's still a good game. I enjoyed it, so yeah. But yeah, I did play through that. I just, yeah, I was just supposed to like read off this, but then I ended up gushing about it. But it's a good game. I enjoyed it. Um, Seems like it's gonna like, I don't know. It could lack replayability though, just because the lack of paths, and like the way the game is in the current state anyway. It's easy to farm challenges to get all the infinite weapons right now, and then like what do you do after that? Like there's no fourth survivor. I mean, yeah, there's the multiplayer thing, but it's like I'm not playing that, so it's like I don't. No, no thanks. Not for me. Do not want. So, I mean, I guess like, I mean, I can say that, but it's like I guess there is like that standalone multiplayer mode, but it's like I'm not gonna play that. So that's kind of like the weird, that is like a very, I guess that's like a weird choice that they made, is that like instead of just having more resources into the campaign in the scenario, they just built standalone multiplayer, and like so I guess I'm really hoping that since RE2 had like a bunch of free DLC, they had like the 3 survivor things I haven't played. I need to go back and do that. um I'm hoping there's gonna be some of that in RE3 as far as like more stuff that's free down the line, but I guess we'll see. So whatever. But yeah, that's on the list for this month, but I already played it, so that's why I'm talking about it. And then Fantasy VII Remake comes out on Friday, so that's definitely. Um, oh yeah, also when I play through that stuff, it's like I'm streaming it. It's most likely going to be streamed to Twitch first, and then I'll take the archive and then upload it here. So if you're out there and you're or there's a link in the description to my Twitch, so just check it out, and then that's where I'll be streaming it. Unless for some reason I have technical difficulties, then I'll end up streaming it here. So yeah, but basically when I'm playing like any main game, because those are basically like the main games for the month. Or I used to call them A games. I'll just call them like the main games now. But like when I'm playing that stuff, that I'm looking forward to, like that specific game for the month, and Destiny 2 is probably going to get like shelved for a while until I'm done with that stuff. So until I'm done with Fantasy VII Remake, I'm probably not going to be playing Destiny 2. That being said, since I already played Resident Evil 3, I can play some Tuesday, and I think that's I can't remember because it's man, yeah, I don't remember the schedule of that game, but I think the last Seraph Bunker comes out, so that'll be done. And then I did start the Thorn Quest, so I'm doing that, but I have not gone back to it since Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, actually, that sounds right, because I haven't played it since Resident Evil 3, so. But then I've been playing Final Fantasy 7 too, so I had to get through that. And it took me like 40 hours, so Final Fantasy 7, I remember taking longer than that, so like playing it this time, I was like, that was actually a pretty fast playthrough for me, because it usually takes me, or I guess it just feels longer, but then it like didn't actually feel like it was that long this time. But then I guess like now, the way I structure my time when I play something like 10 hours a day, or like more, like 8 hours or more, it's like you can, it's like, that would be 5 days, like 8 hours, 5 days. But then it's like I also like sometimes go higher, like more than that. So it's like, definitely if I'm cracking out like super hardcore, then I'm definitely like just gonna blow through it. So that's why I'm like looking forward to the remake, because I'm just gonna not sleep. I'm gonna go so hard on that game, and it's a bummer because I haven't had the chance to since I am sheltering in place, I don't like have the usual stockpile of like hot pockets and stuff. So I'm kind of thinking I might just like order some pizza. I guess I don't know. It's like I don't want to because I don't want to risk infection, but I have like nothing to like. I mean, it's gonna be like a weird, like literal survival supply of food while I play that game, and like rationing it and just like bottles of water. I guess I don't know because man, yeah, cause like, usually it's like no issue to like you're playing something. It's like, oh man, I'm hungry. I want to eat something, and then it's like that's not the that's not the case this time. So, because I've only been eating like rice and mandarin oranges. Actually, that is, I guess that's something I could put at the final section, as I did learn to cook something else this week or last week or recently. It was like I cooked rice for the first time, and man, now that I know that, that is like, and it's so cheap, and you can have like eat so much of it, and it's just like, dude, I'm like, it's like, it's. I'll get to it in the final section. I don't wanna like, okay, focus. Videos I'm working on. Videos I'm working on. So, Resident Evil 3 remake, Final Fantasy VII remake, Destiny 2 is pretty much shelved indefinitely while I'm playing through anything that's like on that level as far as like a game that's out that month that I want to play. But I'll probably like blow through Final Fantasy VII remake super fast anyway, so I'll probably be back on the Destiny 2, weekly garbage. Hopefully not. We'll see. Um, and then new Monster Hunter content is coming out. I don't know when, but eventually. And there's like there's a festival coming out, so I'm not gonna be. I don't know, man. I think it said there was like a new version of I can't remember the monster now. That's embarrassing. The the elder dragon that's like the golden one. I can't think of I can't think of the name. That's embarrassing. But that one, there's a new version of that, and then also there's going to be the arch-tempered Namiel. I think those are the next two. Or no, I think there's actually a new monster. The Valor starts with a V. Can't think of the name. It's like fire, lightning. It's like all the elements rolled into one or something. So that's going to be intense. So yeah, looking forward to that stuff. And I'll be playing that as it comes out. And then I will probably stream that stuff like the day of, if I'm done with everything else and I'm caught up to speed on everything else. But if I'm still playing Final Fantasy VII, I'll still be playing Final Fantasy VII. So it's like I won't just jump into that if I'm playing Final Fantasy VII. But I do want to like definitely check that stuff out because I'm looking forward to it. And there's some new Control DLC that came out, but I'm just gonna get around to that when I get around to it. So whenever I have the time to get to play the Control DLC, I'll play through it. But there's other stuff that I'd rather be playing. So yeah. Then I have maybe a new channel trailer. Not sure if I'll get around to making one, and I just haven't. I had this up on or I had this note on the channel taken last month, but I just haven't got around to making it. So eventually, but maybe not. I would like to make a new channel trailer though, because I whenever I go to my channel and I just see like 2018, I'm just like, this has not been updated in 2 years. I need to change that. As for vlogs, I've been like yeah. I feel like the beginning of the ever since the beginning of the year, I've just only been like gaming and like playing games and like not really doing anything else on the channel. So I've been mostly focused on gaming stuff. So I haven't had any progress or made any progress on any of the vlogs that I want to make or do. And but I did make a gameplay request video after last week's channel taken. So essentially, if you don't know, and I'm thinking of like uploading this separately because I basically put it at the end of a channel taken. So I'm thinking of like going back into the file, which I didn't save, so I had to like basically make it again. So or re-render it. So basically, I just like went through on my PSN and I had my screen up with like all my games and stuff, and I just like went through each one, and then I didn't talk about them or like list them out because that would have took too long. I just like went down the list. I was talking about games as I did it though, and it had me like brainstorming ideas. It was a pretty interesting thought experiment. But yeah, I just like went through all my PSN games on PS4, and I went through all my Xbox One games on Xbox One as far as like what I have. And I was like, okay, cool. This is like what I have. on these consoles or these platforms. If anybody wants me to like make some gameplay videos or playthroughs or streams or something, just put a comment. Because I was basically just like trying to like if I can make any gameplay video or stream something and then entertain someone to help help bring happiness to them as they're hating staying inside and staying safe while we all try to flatten the curve during the global pandemic, then yay. So that's basically the idea of it. But I put it at the end of last week's January, or last month's, not last week's, I keep saying that. I put it at the end of last month's January Taken, so I'm thinking I'm just going to upload it separately. And I was thinking of like making it the featured video on my channel for like until I get the new channel trailer, or just indefinitely until we're just out of this. But I'm also not sure if I want to do that. But then it's like, I don't know, I might as well. I don't really feel like my channel trailer that's currently there is like a good representation of the channel, so I might just do that. But yeah, that's that. How to DIY and other stuff, nothing to report because as previously stated, I've been mostly just gaming, so yeah. Changes to stuff on the channel. Wait a minute. I forgot to put something on my thing, but yeah, there's no changes to the channel. I mean, I guess there kinda is, but nothing like major. Because I updated the community section with that video I just mentioned about asking for requests and stuff, so that's that. And then channel trailer hasn't been updated. I put up some more playlists and videos, but that's like the usual thing, so it's not really anything major. And then IRL stuff. So, like I said earlier, just sheltering in place, which isn't much different from my normal daily routine. So thankfully, my life hasn't been disrupted dramatically by this global pandemic, is what I put. I said something earlier about I'd come back to it, but I completely forgot what I was talking about, so sorry. I was talking about something earlier, and I was like, I'll come back to it. And now I just don't remember what I was saying. Was it? Because it was about this. It was like about the whole, like, I basically never leave my apartment, so I don't have to worry about it. So it's whatever. So, but yeah, I've got enough food to last for the rest of the month. Oh, I remember what it was. So I think I remember anyway. But I was talking about the rice thing and like learning how to cook rice, which is another thing I forgot to put on here. Is I learned to cook rice, which is like another food for me. So yeah, another food. I learned how to cook or whatever. But yeah, dude, like so like it's really weird. It's just like a weird like circumstantial situation where basically when I like in February when I started stockpiling for having a shelter in place, I was buying a bunch of cans of mandarin oranges, and they're really cheap. And I was like, because usually I'll get like peanut butter, I'll get jelly, and I'll get bread like every week at least, like that and cereal. And so, like looking at the price of them, it's like comparing them. It's like it's so much cheaper to get the canned fruit, dude. And I was like, I can stretch my dollar way more. And then like the rice thing, I'm pretty sure like that stuff is like super cheap, and that stuff lasts like so long, like, and I only need like 2 bowls of rice a day, and I'm good. So it's like, I'm not really, I don't eat a lot, so it's whatever. So it's like, or like, I guess that's like one of the benefits of being me. It's like, yay, I'm a cheap person. But it was really interesting because I'm pretty sure like peanut butter. I don't buy peanut butter and jelly every week. I buy jelly every week, but not peanut butter. Like peanut butter lasts a decent amount of time, but it's kind of expensive. Or it's not expensive. It's just like it's more than like a can of fruit. So I was like, I was like as I was doing this, and I was like looking at how much the food lasts versus like how much it costs, and like it basically I was like looking at like the economics of it. I was just like I figured out like how to stretch my dollar even more, because did I ever tell the story? I don't know if I told the story, but I did. I probably did mention it during Channel Taken, like however many months ago, but I did quit my job last year, and I've just been like not working. So actually, I didn't talk about this on stream, or I haven't talked about this on vlog yet. But so essentially, maybe I did. I don't remember, dude. I don't think I got into the details of it. I didn't go into details. That's what it was. I did quit my job, but it's like I didn't go into details. But essentially, I like see last June. Yeah, last year, I quit my job, and so I was going to try to move to Canada, and then I just. But then, okay, yeah, I remember now. Okay, it's all coming back to me. So, okay, I'm gonna try because I'm at 25 minutes. I'm gonna try to get this done in like ASAP. So it's like not have this go over 30 minutes. All right. So June last year, quit my job, and then I've got a decent amount of money saved up in the bank, and I'm just like, because I was thinking of moving to Canada anyway, and I wanted to move to Canada anyway, so I'm just like, well, I just wanting to move in general, and I'm just like saving a bunch of money to move, and I was just like, you know what, f this crap, and so I mean that wasn't like the literal, why I quit my job. I wasn't just like, oh, f this crap, but I was already at that point. I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore, and this sucks, and like I don't really like, it's whatever. It's like so basically, after a string of like thinking whatever, after a long thoughtful process, I decided to quit my job. I'll just say that. And so I'd already been like saving up money to like move, so I have like a bunch of money like saved up in the bank. And so basically what I did, I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna like quit my job and like not work because I can afford it. And then that's basically like what I've been doing since then. And then I had enough to like last at least a year, right? Because it hasn't been a year yet. And so, well, it's like over a year. That's whatever. I had enough to like last for a while. So it's like I knew it was good. Oh, I remember what it was. I remember what it was. I had enough to last until election season this year. So I was like, okay, well, of the current candidates running, like, if Andrew Yang wins and we get universal basic income, I'm good. But that didn't happen. Or like if Bernie gets elected and we get like universal healthcare, I'm good. But that's looking like it's not gonna happen. So it's like, it's kind of effed up because I was like, okay, well, it was things were looking good because like even Elizabeth Warren, I was like, man, she's got like a lot of good policies I really like and like agree with. So it's the tide is turning and like things could get better. But then it's like everything's effed. Joe Biden's like in the front now, but it's not over yet. But it's like, dude, it's not looking good. So it's like, unfortunately, I was like, maybe if things turn around politically, I can just go back to like, all right, well, let me just go find a job and things will be better and maybe things will work out. But it's like that's not the case. So it's like yeah, it's so it's like it's looking like even though I'll be able to like last the next however many like the rest of the year without working. Also the other thing that happened was my lease was like up and I had to renew my lease and I was like, dude, I don't do I want a 6 month, do I want a 12 month? I was like, I'll just 12 month and then see where we're at in a year. So I renewed my lease and that was in like January. So it's like I'll come back around to that when it's like time to renew. And like, so basically that's basically what's gonna happen in the summer is because I was gonna do this after Last of Us Part 2, but it got delayed. So I guess starting next month in May, I'm just gonna like start packing up. I mean, most of my stuff's already packed up and crap. I'll make a like vlog about it, but just like I need to like get the ball rolling here as far as like getting the F out because things are not really changing or getting better. So it's like, what the F? Like, what? That's a whole other can of worms too. I'm not even gonna like go into the whole thing about the whole political process because it's like I'm an independent, so it's like, but I am a progressive person as far as like my political views. So it's like, yeah, just seeing like the implosion of like the primary process of just that's a whole other can of worms. I'm not gonna get into it because I'm getting very angry. Like just thinking about it just like irks me so much. It's just like, Urgh. But yeah, that's what happened, and I'm just like stuck here until essentially December, January. I mean, I'm not. I could always just like cancel my lease early, but then the pandemic happened, and it's like, oh, guess what happened when that happened? Or like one of the byproducts was that the border at Canada has been shut, so it's like I can't even leave. I'm literally stuck here. So it's like, yes, effing yes, it's all my fault. I did this to myself. I could have like, it's like I'm just like in the back of my brain, I'm just like, this is all my fault. I could have been out of here. I mean, not really, but like kind of. If I was on the ball with this and like just was like day one, I'm effing out, I'm done. I mean, that's not how that works. You can't just like go to Canada and be like, I want to live here. But yeah, dude, like starting in May, I am just like laser focused and just like taking a break from the channel. I mean, I guess I'm saying this now on the channel. It's whatever. I don't care. It's like whatever. Just like laser focused, taking a break from the channel, and just like that's like the number one goal in my life because I don't want to like just I'm done. I'm effing done, man. Just like whatever. I'm not gonna go into the whole thing, but it's just like whatever. Just it's like this close from like things being like so good, and then it's just yeah, just, no, effing no. It just, and then everything falls apart, and there's a global pandemic, and it's just like yes, it's just like, it's like the reverse of like everything going good. It's like everything goes bad. Everything falls apart. It's just like, at least I don't have to work. At least I was already out of a job and unemployed and had like enough in the bank, and I can just do the thing I've been doing. Like I said on the thing, it's like, this has just been my routine of just like not really leaving my apartment. So it's like whatever, but I'm stuck here and like yeah, it's kind of like legit complete societal collapse. Not complete societal collapse, but it's like, you had the medical medical catastrophe that is turning into a financial economic catastrophe. So it's like, just it's like, I mean, the only bright side is like hopefully by the time everything gets better, like on the timeline I'm on anyway, it's like it all like coalesces. I'm hoping, and it's like, but that's the thing is like I don't want to like get optimistic at all because as I've just discussed, nothing ever works out. Everything is always like blowing up, or not everything is blowing up, but it's like, what I'm saying. It's like, or at least for me personally, I just feel like, I'm it's like, don't be hopeful because you're just going to have your dreams get murdered and like everything's going to suck. So it's so it's like let's not get too ahead of ourselves on anything right now. And yeah, that which is kind of which is pretty crappy because like basically I'm just like stuck here and it's just like, well, at least I'm not like working a crappy job for like another however many months, and I can just sit at home and play video games, which is what I've been doing. But then it's like on the other side of that, it's like, well, but I haven't like, had, I mean, I've got like, single digit follower gains on Twitch, and like that's not good progress. And it's like, my channel on YouTube I think is growing, but it's at like, very snail's pace. So that's a whole thing too as far as that. So it's, but then that's, I guess, is the other thing. I mean, that's a whole other thing, a can of worms as far as like, after I quit my job last year, like what was I focusing on? And it was basically different at different points I was trying to like do different things, but then also at different points I was trying to do like a bunch of things at the same time. And so at that it kind of like took that to happen for me to like know that I can only do like one thing at a time and like focus on it. So it's like I want to do all these things, but then I didn't do any of them. And so it was just like another giant failure because I'm a failure. So yeah, but yeah, so for like the rest of the year that's why I'm just like, dude, I gotta get the F out of here and just be done. I'm effing done. Just no more. Just F it, F it, F it. But yeah, that was a downer note. So whatever. That's the way life is kind of now. Whatever. So wish I could leave you with more positive vibes, but I can't. So whatever. Sorry. Yeah. But like I said, if you got any requests for any videos you want to see me play or any playthroughs or streams, just put them in the comments or on the yeah, or on that video I have in my community or in the community section, which I'll keep posting whenever I put stuff up because I wanted to get some comments or something, or just any responses. I will most likely be playing through some like happy good feels games though. Like Jet Grind Radio is on the list. Transformers Fall of Cybertron is on the list. Oh, that's something I wanted to talk about. Okay, so real quick before I end the video, because I'm like seeing that my time's over 30 minutes, and I'm gonna like end this. But so I've been a friend let me borrow this Avatar: Last Airbender. I'm on the third book, dude. Book 2, Bossing Say arc, so good. Like just I haven't got to the end yet. I haven't started the Book of Fire. I'm like on the last book, so I'm probably gonna binge that today. 'Cause I'm watching this entire King, but then I want to watch Advent Children since I just finished Final Fantasy VII. But yeah, dude, like Avatar: Last Airbender, really liked it. And I went to the PSN store because I wanted to play the or see if Legend of Korra was still on there, and I saw it was still listed. And then I was like, dude, like, but that's like a whole thing as far as like digital games that are on PSN that get delisted that don't have a physical copy. And it's just like, why is that a thing? Like, that's so stupid. I just want to like, I just want to say that's stupid. That's dumb. And like, I don't think that should be allowed. I don't think you should have people that like develop and publish games make something that's basically a licensed product that will lose its license and just be gone forever. And it's like, what? That doesn't make any sense. It's just, that's so stupid. But but that's just like the last thing I wanted to say was like, I'm watching the Avatar and I'm really enjoying it, and I'm on the final section, and then Tiger King is effing wild, and like I'm on episode 4, I think, and dude, like 2 episodes in, it gets weird, and it gets crazier from there. Like, just I haven't finished it yet, but I was seeing a lot of people posting about it, and like, yeah, the stories are true, dude. It's legit effing nuts. But but yeah, like I was saying, like that it's to end on like a semi positive note. I do kind of want to put some positive vibes on the channel, so I might be playing through some happy feels games, like I said, TKKN Radio and Fall Cybertron. Maybe other stuff. And like I said, tomorrow I'll be putting up the last part of the Final Fantasy VII playthrough. Um, yeah, so look forward to that. And yeah, cause yeah, okay, I was trying to think like why I talked about Avatar, but like that's the reason I'm not sure if I'm gonna because I want to do Fall Cybertron, but I like want to one shot it on the channel and just like play through it all in one day. Same thing with TKKN Radio. It's a short game I can play through in like a one sitting. So it's like I mentioned that last time, the one shot games, but I haven't gotten around to it. It was like far as like making a list or compiling them. But yeah, that's it for Chima Tekken. So all the links to my social media are in the description. Also, as you can see, the green screen or the green whatever this is, the green bar on the bottom. I don't know if it's a webcam thing, if it's a software thing, if it's my computer's broken thing, whatever. Dude, it's just I don't care. It's a green bar, and every time I vlog, it's like, oh, guess what? Your computer's old and you need you need a new one. Okay, so I just thought of something else actually. So like the stimulus checks that I don't even know if I like qualify, but if I do get one, dude, gaming PC. That's like all that money is going to a gaming PC when I get that money, like that $1,200 gaming PC. Because like look at this game, this green bar, and just like I want to like be able to stream stuff with my Elgato and like not have any performance issues, or just get a better performance out of it, or get like the HD60 PCI, the connector, like where you put the video card thingy in, to like just have it on board on the computer, so I can just I would imagine that's better performance, but I'm not sure because I should probably like look that up first, but because there's like a 4K 60 that they have on for the Elgatos, but they're like the standalone. You just like plug into them to capture with like a SD card, but I don't have any. I mean, it does like automatically convert to 1080, so it's like I could maybe use that, but it's like I'm not even sure if that's the right solution for me. But let's get back to signing off, because that's literally everything I wanted to talk about, and I'm just blabbing on now. So like I said, all my social media links in the bottom: Twitter, Twitch, Mixer, maybe other stuff. I should know these things. It's whatever. In the comments, feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe, favorite, share it with your friends or not. That's cool too. And until you see or hear from me again, thanks for watching, and I'm now signing off.